What's up, cruisers? Welcome back to the Boat Breaker channel. I am Pete, your host for this video. Today we're going to be diving into the Carnival Glory. If you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned cruiser and you just want to know about the ship, you picked the right video. Let's get into it. So I took the Carnival Glory out of Port Canaveral, which is in Orlando, about 2 weeks ago. It was a weekend cruise. The ship is definitely an older ship. It was built in 2003, so it was a cheaper cruise, so to speak. It's more of a party ship because you're on and you're off. We got on Friday around 1 p.m. and I was off Monday at 7 a.m. and I work from home, so I got home before work even started, so I didn't even really need to take a day, so that's cool. Again, I'd like to mention it's a little bit of a cheaper cruise because it's an older ship, so you won't see everything on this ship that you see on the newer Carnival ships. So if that's something you're not interested in, maybe avoid this ship, but let's get into the overall review. So I am from Florida, so we drove into the port. We parked at the port. It was $79 for parking, which kind of stinks because it's such a cheap cruise, so you're figuring you're saving money left and right, but parking, you do what you got to do. It was $79 to park for 2 days or 3 days, whatever it was. I just thought I would mention that. Getting onto the ship was a little different. I'm not sure if they changed something. Let me know in the comments if you know if anything changed. But being Platinum in Carnival, usually I just coast right onto the ship no matter what time I get there. But there was a line outside. Like, I didn't even get in the terminal yet. And there was no lines for Platinum or Diamond. I was told to just get in line. So again, I'm not like flaunting the Platinum status. It's just something that was new to me. So when I when I went on the Celebration, the Mardi Gras, all those other, and a lot of these are out of Orlando as well, just something has changed, I feel like. So it took a little bit of time to get onto the ship, even though we showed up at our arrival time, which was 1 p.m. We weren't on the ship till about 2:30, but we didn't let that bother us. We headed straight to Guy Fieri. Line wasn't that long yet. We got a nice burger to drink, and that's kind of how we started the cruise. Oh, one thing I'd like to mention is about 3 days, or actually 2 days before the cruise, we had a representative from Carnival call us and try to sell us an upgrade. And we were in an interior because we don't care about cabins. They upgraded us to an ocean view, which was kind of nice, but it was for $100. So I don't know if that was worth it, but I said, let's just do the upgrade. And I noticed throughout the cruise, a lot of it wasn't at full capacity, so I'm sure that's why they were trying to upgrade us. The ship definitely wasn't at full capacity, but that's good though, because we were able to get in and out of things and on lines and quick lines and so on. So continuing on, I know what you all are worried about, the flagship sail away party that happened at 4 o'clock on the dot. Amazing. This is just what Carnival does well. They bring out their entertainment squad, they introduce all of them, they do a little dance. You do about 15 line dances, so if that's something you're into, you know, I am. It's fun. It's fun to get involved, so I had a drink in my hand. We were doing the line dances. One thing that I have to mention, this isn't Carnival's fault or anyone's fault, it was so hot. I remember dripping sweat from my face. Everybody was sweating, but everybody was having a blast, and it ended around 5:30, which is when like it started to get cool down and stuff, so we went to dinner at that time. I had to do it. I went straight for the steakhouse. Steakhouse is amazing on Carnival. I always say I think it's better than all other ships, and just because this was an older ship, and you know, just because it was older, it didn't change. Like it was the Emerald Steakhouse. I got the cowboy steak. Quite expensive, but I don't care. I always spring for the steakhouse. It's a great value, and it's kind of a good time, and I always look forward to it. So that's one thing that, if you're going on Carnival and you like steak, I would recommend getting that cowboy steak. It was a good meal. They brought out appetizers. We spoke to the chef. It's cool. It was a good time, and I always recommend that. So our day one was amazing. Let's talk about dining and food. So the Glory had excellent food. Like I said, we went to the steakhouse. The Lido Marketplace was always open for lunch, breakfast, and dinner if you didn't feel like hitting up the main dining room. The main dining room is always a great option. I feel like for a weekend cruise, this is exactly the kind of thing you should be looking for. It's a good time with some shows. The shows were okay. Again, this is an older ship. I don't expect them to put on the greatest shows. Like, I don't expect them to put the best people on this ship because they have newer ships like the Celebration, the Jubilee, that, you know, the good actors and entertainment probably go to. And if you're entertainment on this ship, I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying everybody works their way to something, right? There's a career ladder, so on. I don't know how I got here. But again, it's a great weekend cruise. The dining options, there's a lot. We had sushi in the Lido marketplace. Sushi was pretty good. They sold like some Japanese beer. They had a sandwich shop on the other side of the sushi, so like the cemetery right down the middle. I didn't try the sandwiches, but they looked okay. I've had them in the past. It's nothing great. And then the Lido Marketplace, which you all know is just a buffet. It was pretty good. And I think they only had the Emerald Steakhouse, if I'm not mistaken. I think they only had that as a specialty restaurant. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about entertainment. We got theaters, comedy club, dance club, water slides, casinos, shows, Lido deck stuff. We got cornhole on the very top. We got shuffleboard. There's basketball court. There's a lot to do. So I don't think this ship lacks entertainment in any way at all. I think it's great again for a weekend cruise because there was plenty to do. There was a spa. There was a steam room, a sauna, a nice gym. I mean, realistically, it had everything as far as entertainment and activities go. There was always something on the planner in the app, so we always did something. We did Harry Potter trivia, which we always do. It was fun, and yeah, that's about it for entertainment and activities. I can't think of much else. I do, however, want to mention, if you do want to see the way the ship looks, we have the tour out on the channel. I'll link it in the description, or you can just find it in our videos. We have the full Carnival Glory tour with tips and bonus and stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in because you're watching the review, go and check that out. Let's talk staterooms and accommodations. Now, the Glory has a variety of staterooms. You're all used to them. They're interior, ocean, balcony, and then suite. So like I mentioned before, we got upgraded from an interior to an ocean for $100, and it had a little couch. It was a very good room. It felt clean. I didn't feel any kind of dirtiness. The steward greeted us, asked us what time we want the room clean, evening or morning. You know, we said evening. And as far as staterooms go, I think the stateroom was great. The bathroom was nice. It was tidy. Accommodations, one thing that I do want to mention in this video is they had a self-service laundromat. Now, I don't see that on the newer ship, so you can go and do your own laundry at any time. And that's pretty convenient if you're a guy like me that goes through 100 pairs of underwears and socks just because you just like changing them often. Not because I ruin them, because I just like changing them often. But as a Platinum Carnival cruiser, you get they do it for you. But I do like to see the self-service just in case you want to do a quick load at night or something. So that was nice to see. I just thought I would mention that. So I'd like to give my overall thoughts and impressions on the ship. Great ship, great cruise, wasn't at capacity, so there's a lot of chairs available. It went to great islands. I thought the cruise was amazing. However, I believe we paid $650 for the interior for two for the cruise. We upgraded, so we'll call that $750. Then I believe the alcohol package for both of us came out to about $350 each, so we'll say $700, $750, which is what, $1450. I cannot believe I'm doing the math this quick. This is right off the dome, by the way. So let's say, you know, with the garage parking and the one dinner meal that we had because we liked it, about $2,000 before, you know, all the casino and stuff. Is that good value for a weekend cruise? I think you can get on better cruises, if I'm being completely honest. Don't go on the Glory, check it out for yourself. Again, I had nothing wrong with it, but I do have to say, for the price with the alcohol package and everything, I think you could get on a better cruise. And if you're not looking to take PTO, maybe find one of them long weekend holiday cruises. Stay in the interior, don't upgrade. You could probably get on something a little bit nicer. One of the things that I do on this channel is I go on every cruise no matter what. Would I go on this cruise again? Probably not. The ship is just a little too outdated for me. a lot of older people on this ship, a lot of smokers. Again, it was out of Orlando, so I don't think I would go on this cruise again. Just based off of how much I spent versus what I could have probably got for $2,000 on either another cruise line or another Carnival ship. So I hope you learned something from this video. Again, my name is Pete. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. And please, please let me know if you've been on this cruise before and what your thoughts are on this cruise. Again, we're here to do honest reviews. No one's paying us to go on this cruise. We're paying to get on this cruise that we could just be going on a better cruise. But on the flip side, I paid to go on the brand new Utopia, which was amazing, very expensive, but we get to do both. But we try to balance it out, and we do give our very honest opinion and very honest reviews here on the Boat Breaker channel. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for checking this video out. If you're not subscribed,